apart from educating them, we are also we're going to do things that will show them a little insight into what we can do. Leading to the election, we're going to do pilot programs. See this thing I talked about food. We're going to put somebody there. It takes Canada here, we have only a window of about 3 months to do all our farming, harvest them, and get ready and sell them. We're going to demonstrate things like that. When people see that, as they say, if you teach someone how to farm, you feed them forever. If you feed them for a day, it's just for a day. We're going to show them practically how they don't need somebody to be giving them handout and using them as thugs. We don't need any thuggery. We just need to show them practically what we are coming in with. And when they see it and it works, they will follow you. So we're not going to. If you need money, yes, we're going to have people sponsor and donate us, but we're not going to take money from any money bags.
Yeah. Recently, on the news, we saw the president of Senate, Saraki, Bukola Saraki, with his talks, all those talks who used to fight during election. Most of all these politicians, the cabals, I mean, they usually use talks to ring election. How can you resist that?
We're going to resist that because our thug is everybody. Have you seen Sowore? Have you seen Sowore doing his things? There's a human shield. When he went to Yola, when he went to Adamawa State, all of these places where there was trouble, these people by themselves formed a human shield against him. They said, we don't need anybody to pay us. So our thug is the general, the mass. The mass is our thug because they are the ones that they are suffering. They are the ones suffering. So if the cabal is willing to come against the masses, then let them come. Let them bring their thugs. And by the time we make people understand that they are just being used, by the time we expose to them what the man who is using you is accumulating for himself, then they will have a rethink. Let me look, people in Nigeria are tired. They are very, very tired.
They are tired.
Before, if you catch a thief, you catch an armed robber, they will never mention the name of the person who was sponsoring them. Now, if you catch them, say, for where? Now this man, they give me a gun. Now I don't tired. Of course, now they're tired. It's not like before. It's not like before.
You know, when I was watching all those talks who are working for the president of Senate, Mr. Bukola Saraki, you know those guys, the way they were confessing, we said, we scatter election.
Before, they will not say it. They will be afraid that, okay, the people will go. But see, everybody, they've had it in Nigeria. They've had it. They are ready to take this thing back. Ready.
But it's very, very unusual to see a whole politician, Senate members, to be using talks to ring elections.
No, it's not unusual. How can you say that? It's not unusual. That is the old political system. If I was to contest under the old dispensation, that's what I'm telling you, Nekwe. I will need a talk. I will need not a talk. I will need talks because you are working under that system. You will need talks, not even with your opponent. You need talks inside your political party. That's where the thing starts. Because right inside your you have to fight to even come out of your political party. It's not an easy something. They have to do talk. You have to fight. You have to bribe. You have to carry Ghana must go and go around. But under this dispensation, under the Take It Back movement, and eventually under the political platform that we're going to run, things are going to be done differently.
Okay. Many people are afraid that the youth aspirants will not be able to resist the cabal because of their power and this idea that they usually use and they continue to use talks to ring elections.
That they will not be able to resist them?
Yes, resist the cabal because they have talks that they use to ring elections.
We have been saying something. Our movement is about the people. Our mantra is let the people rule, let the people govern. Just leave the people alone to do their thing. Like I've told you, we have mobilized the people. We are still mobilizing them. But eventually, when we mobilize the masses and we make them understand that they need to take this movement back, the cabal will be running not against the contestants under the Take It Back movement and whatever political party platform we eventually end up with. They are not running against us, they are running against the masses, so they better get ready. There is no way we can resist them individually, but the power that belongs to the masses, the power that belongs, you know what they say, power of the people, by the people, and for the people, something like that. When the people recognize the power that they have, then nothing, no force, no cabal can do anything against them. So that is what we are mobilizing. That's what we are running on. We are running on the power. We are powered by the people.
So do you think that the old politicians will not use money to buy their votes? Do you trust the masses?
The old politicians will try, but let them try. They'll collect their money and eat it and still vote for Take It Back movements.
Okay. Thank you for
but honestly, we have been educating them that they don't need to take that money. I just said that casually. They are not even going to take the money from them. I just say that as a joke. I take it back. What we're educating them to do is that you should not even collect that money from you. Let me tell you what they have been doing, and there are videos. The politicians better be very careful. There are videos that have been documented right now of politicians sharing money to people. They didn't know that they had their phones on and they were filming them. So there is lots of data right now about politicians who have been sitting down and just people coming in and they're sharing money to them. And these things will come up at the right. 2019 is not going to be like 2015. No way. It's going, like, if you're ready, you really have to be very, very careful with whatever you're doing. So if you're planning to share, see the ones that have even tried it. Did you see them all over social media? You saw them now. The people who even try to share this, they are all over social media. Even the ones that bought their own and kept it in a store, before they even started sharing it, it was already all over social media. So this time around, people need to be careful. Where will you, unless you're not doing it under the sun, if you're doing it anywhere that there is network, we will track you down and we will show you live doing it.
Not only money, they also share some materials, food items, like
anything you're doing. We don't even have to be there. When you share it, the person that you shared it, the people you shared it to will take a picture and will show people, and they will know you.
Yes, yes. But due to the poverty in the country, sometimes it's hard for all these people to reject this type of offers.
Yeah, like it's a process. We're not going to achieve 100% success with stopping people from taking these things, because like you said, there's poverty in the country, but we are committed to showing them the way out. You see, we will always yield to superior argument, but not just argument. They will yield to superior activity, to superior method, to superior system. They need to see. So like I said, when we put these things in place, excuse me, for instance, we're going to have volunteer doctors that will just offer treatment to people for free under the Take It Back movement and whatever platform that we come up with. The youth, the young people, and let me also go back to tell you that youth in Nigeria is not the normal youth that you have all over the world. Do you know why? Because the youth in Nigeria that are supposed to be within a certain age bracket, they have been, if you had given them a job, if you had helped them, if they had stood on their own, by now, they will no longer be answering youth. But they have not had jobs for so many years. They are still unemployed. So they have been stagnated. They are still, even though they are 45 years, even though they are 50 years, they are still classified as youth because they have not even moved forward from where they are. So when I say youth, I'm not talking about just 30 years person. I'm talking about the person who has been without a job since they left school for 20 years. They are still classified as youth. So understand me when I talk about youth in Nigeria. So the doctors and the youth, they will come under our volunteer system, and we will have something like take it back doctors and take it back venues. And when we come up with a political platform, we have such things, and people can walk into that place and be treated free of charge. And we want to show them what working together as a people who are committed to the progress of their community can do. That is what the analog old political system has not taught people. They have made people to depend on just money coming from the government. They made people to feel that it is only the guy who is in politics, only the politician who has all the powers, and that's the only way that you can make it. No, we need to steer them away from the politician and show them what people can do just by helping each other. You bring your own, I bring my own. We do things for ourselves. Then these people cannot come and be enticing us with their money.
Okay. And the ongoing herdsmen killing innocent Nigerians. What do you have to say about that?
Well, my focus is on Enugu State. Enugu State has experienced a lot of these activities. They have had herdsmen attack in Soka area of Enugu State. They've even had herdsmen attack in my own village. That's the one that really they had. This is my uncle. He went to the farm because my people, the people of Nkano people all over Nigeria, if you go into an abattoir, likely the Igbo man that is in that abattoir is from Nkano local government area. That is the relationship that we have with meat business. And because we have that relationship with meat business, we have a relationship with Hausa people and Fulani people. A lot of us can speak Hausa fluently. So while he was at his farm, this Fulani man, he saw some Fulani men, and he just hailed them in Hausa. I say, Sanunku, Megida. They spoke Hausa. And after exchanging, because he could speak Hausa fluently, after exchanging pleasant words with him, he turned to go, and this man raised his machete to split his head into two. So he now put up his hand, and he got a slash on his hand, and then and at his back, and he started running. And I think three of them chased him, but well, he was rescued. That is to show you how close I have experienced this Fulani attack. And that is totally unacceptable. It's a menace in Nigeria. The government in power in Nigeria knows why they do not want to make this the most prominent issue. And that should be the number one issue in Nigeria. If you can proscribe an organization like IPOB, who did not carry arms, and you say they're a terrorist organization, how come you have seen videos, you have seen even the people who attacked Plateau State recently, there's videos of them coming back with AK-47s. So many times we have seen videos of Fulani herdsmen shouting and celebrating. You saw the one when they attacked the church in Benue. They were wearing choir robes of the people and dancing. So they know these things, but they don't want to do anything about it.
So they said that few of the herdsmen have been arrested over these years. That is why many Nigerians are complaining that the government is not taking it as a priority in the country.
No, they are not taking it as they should be declared a terrorist organization. What do you need? You killed 80 people is not enough. 200 people is not enough. What else do they want them to do before they? When IPOB boys threw stones, the army even accepted in their release official document. They say they threw stones at the military, and so they shot them with live ammunition and killed them. And afterwards, they bombarded Nnamdi Kanu's residence and they declared them a terrorist organization. This is small, one person, small boys throwing stone at a tanker. These people are carrying machine gun, killing people, 80 people. Even the Meeti Allah, the organization for cattle rearers and breeders, they came and they accepted that people were killed by Fulani herdsmen. They only gave a reason, that the reason why they killed them is because they killed cows. And the government heard this kind of thing, and the government didn't do anything. But coming to Enugu State, We're not going to tolerate that kind of thing.
You know what happened recently? What
Yeah.
happened recently in Plateau State? They said it's because the villagers, they killed 300 cows. How can we equate human lives with cows, dead cows? That's what I don't understand. And
So
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that we're saying exactly the same thing. And it's appalling that this thing was not said. They were bold to say it. The organization that said it are the organization that represents cattle herdsmen in Nigeria. So if they said that kind of thing, they should be arrested. Pastors have been arrested just for telling people to defend themselves. And somebody is coming to defend the killing of over 100 people in a place. Small children's heads were split. Pregnant women's bellies were split. Many houses were burnt. And all of that is not enough to shut them down.
One thing you don't know, one thing about this Fulani herdsmen thing is that there is a denial about if whether or not they are Fulani herdsmen. President Buhari said they are not really Fulani herdsmen, that people are using the name of Fulani herdsmen to harm and kill innocent Nigerians. You know, the former vice president, Atiku Abubakar, also said the same thing, that the herdsmen who are killing innocent Nigerians, they are not real herdsmen, that people are using the name of Fulani herdsmen to commit all this atrocity. And that people are mobilizing Fulani, whether, I don't know, people from neighboring countries to Nigeria to commit these killings.
This may not be the right place to talk about it, but go and read about the jihad. Okay, go and read about the jihad and the mission of Uthman Danfodio to Nigeria. This is the kind of things you need to go and read about. Okay, when we say that that Christians, if we say that pastors are doing terrible things in Nigeria, it's not all the pastors, but still pastors are doing those things. If you say Christians went to a place and attacked people, it is Christians. Fine. I remember I did a video one time ago that I said my Fulani brothers and sisters. In that video, I was able to explain that not all Fulani people are terrorists. Not all herdsmen carry guns and kill people. But you cannot deny the fact that those that kill people are herdsmen. There could be a mixture of herdsmen and Boko Haram and people from neighboring countries. But please, let's call a spade a spade. It's not because the president is a Fulani man that we will be. No, call a spade. That's what I expect. I expect the president to rise up to the occasion and say, look, these people, whether there is the good one, there is the bad one. But you cannot say because of the good one that the bad one does not exist. No. You understand what I'm saying? Like here in the diaspora in Canada, a lot of Nigerians do some bad things that bring bad rap for Nigerians here. They've been on the paper, they've been on the TV, they've been everywhere. Am I going to say no? And if someone says that Nigerians have been doing terrible things, am I going to say no, Nigerians are not doing terrible? Those ones that are doing it, what am I going to say? Those ones that are doing it, they just came in from outside Nigeria. They are not the Nigerians that are living. That doesn't make sense. So it is not. Look, let me tell you something. The last people that were trying to defend those that committed this crime, did they say they didn't do it? No. They said they did it, but it is because cows were killed. Which other evidence do you need? They themselves say we did it, but why we did it is because you killed 300 cows. So why are we still saying that they are foreigners? Whether they are foreigners, whether they are people living here, whether they are up in the tree, in the ground, anywhere, it is still the people committing. You're just making excuses. And it is pathetic that as much as 80 Nigerian lives will be lost, and you are busy looking for a defense, looking for an excuse, that is very, very...
Some people say according to what the people are saying, they said if Buhari didn't accept the fact that this killer herdsmen are Fulani, it will be very difficult to solve the problem of herdsmen in the country, because it will continue.
Of course, that's the truth. That is the pure truth. And that's what we've been hammering in the Take It Back movement, that this Fulani herdsmen thing can stop if the president shows a commitment to making it stop.
To stop it. Even accepting it.
They can make it stop. He is, everything about it depends on him. That is our stand. He has the power to make it stop. You have seen where people, whether, I can't verify it, but it's there online. You see people bragging that they are doing it because the president is their brother. I'm not saying, you might not even say that the president is the one sending them to go and do this. That's not verifiable. But if you do not address the issue, then it begins to look like you are in support, because either you're for or you're against it. But if you do not show the willingness and commitment to be against it, and the president has so much power, he controls all the service chiefs, he controls all the security apparatus of Nigeria. Whatever he wants to do, he can do it. I'm telling you, people, if this, at the time that this operation is happening, people start calling the police. This is in the day of technology, Nekwe. You know this.
Yes.
What's the first things? Everybody they have phones in villages in Nigeria. Right from the first gunshot, people start making calls. They are attacking also. Something is happening here. Are you trying to tell me that just like if I call 911 right now, within 5 minutes there'll be trucks and police vehicles in front of my car? The federal government is able to send the jet over that area. They can send drones. Where is all the things that they gave us? They can send drones. If they send drones, they can follow these people. These people will have an operation of about 3, 4, 5 hours. 5 hours killing people. When they finish, then they will walk. Do you see them running? They don't run. They trek. They trek back to wherever they came from. With their, you think they cannot be followed? You can locate all of these people. If you fly over an area with drones, you can see where settlements are, where cows are located. How fast can a human being walk on legs?
Yesterday I wrote a blog based on this Fulani herdsmen in Nigeria. They said Fulani herdsmen, they will attack some villages and conquer the village and move their cows and everything and reside in those villages. What I was thinking was, I said, how come Fulani herdsmen were able to conquer these villages and reside in those villages without the confrontation of security agencies in Nigeria? Which means we don't have to even search for them. They are there physically present in those villages. Now we are crying that Fulani herdsmen are killing innocent Nigerians. If they can conquer those villages and take the villages away from the people who were residing there, what are we talking about here? We are saying
let me tell you something.
People, they can just go to those villages and arrest all of them, get rid of them.
That's what I'm saying. But you see, Nigerians are not like that in nature. This whole thing is painting Nigerians for who we are not. Nigerians are very accommodating. Nigerians are very hospitable. In the past, Nigerians have allowed Fulani herdsmen, even in my village, in the bushes, we know where they stay. We go there, they sell honey, they sell milk, they sell furadunono to you. They come to the village market. Nobody disturbs them.
No.
But what we are saying is that, like I told you, there is the normal Fulani man who all he does is rear cattle for his master. He's not the owner of that cattle. He just carries the cattle with his family all the way from the north down to the south to go and sell that cattle and then transport them back up, eating grass, avoiding people's farms. But that is the one side of the Fulani man. The other Fulani man is the one who is on a mission to conquer. There is a very sinister motive behind that other one. So that other one, when it comes, because he has conquest, in his mind, his activities are totally different. Confrontational, he goes into your farm and there is so much grass for the cow to eat. Why would he turn around and start eating your cassava, eating your crop? So that you will come and confront him, and then he will kill people, and then no villager will go to the farm anymore because they are afraid of them. Then they'll have their settlement, they'll dominate them. It's a sinister move. So those are the kind of people, those are the kind of herdsmen that we are talking about. We're talking about the bad Fulani person, and people should not be afraid, or people should not feel anything when you say Fulani man is a Fulani man, an Igbo man is an Igbo man, Hausa man is an Hausa man. This is a matter of nomenclature. We're using it to identify people. So if a bad Fulani man does something, it's a bad Fulani man. If an Igbo man, a bad Igbo man does something, it's a bad Igbo man. Okay, what name do you want me to call the person?
No, the problem I'm having with Nigerian government and the security agencies is how come Fulani herdsmen are able to conquer all these villages, and they are residing in these villages without the confrontation of police or any Nigerian security agencies. And people are writing it and on this news, because I read it in Channel News. Channel News is one of the most reliable news channels in Nigeria. So if these people are physically present in these villages, how come they are still there comfortably, enjoying the progress of the village, while the owner of all these villages are all displaced?
Nekwe, the answer to that question lies with the government of Nigeria. And as soon as we answer that, once we answer that question, then the match is over. We can all go home.
Which means we
everything is summarized in that question that you asked now. Why? Why? Another thing you should ask yourself, the people that should take action, who are they? Who is in charge of the military? Who is in charge of the police? Who is in charge of the Air Force? Who is in charge of customs? When you go and look at the people in charge of all the security chiefs in Nigeria, who are they? Where do they come from? Then you'll be able to answer the question why nobody is answering this question you are asking.
It just shows that innocent Nigerians, they are not being protected by the government. They are not being protected. Yes, that's just the answer. We are waiting for the government action over this rampant killing of innocent Nigerians, mostly those that target Christians population and also targeting churches. Even according to what I read in Channel News yesterday, they said some of the traditional rulers were killed, and some of them even fled their palaces just because of Fulani herdsmen.
Let me tell you. Let me bring you back to Enugu. Enugu is an activity that Northerners, Fulani people, have felt very comfortable in. Enugu accommodates everybody. You go to the army barracks in Ababa, you find a lot of people living there that are not Igbo people. You go to the Mami market, you'll be shocked. You go to artisan market, Hausa people, Fulani people are there. Well. There is a place called Amausa in Enugu. It's a whole area that is Hausa people live there. They even have an Hausa chief in that place. Fulani people are accommodated in Enugu, and everybody should be accommodated in every part of Nigeria. I'm not one of those people that says, oh, Fulani people should not come into Enugu state as well. No, as long as you conform to the laws of the state, you are welcome, because you have Enugu people doing business all over Nigeria. So if you're saying Fulani people cannot exist in Enugu, then you have to say that Enugu people cannot also exist in other places that are like up in Sokoto or all of those places. Then, but where Igbo people, Enugu state people are doing business there. So, and as long as they are law abiding in that place, nobody should disturb them. As long as Fulani people come to Enugu State, do their business, nobody will disturb them. They will be granted all kinds of security. that they need. If anybody disturbs them, that person will face the full wrath of the law. But if any Fulani headsman comes to Enugu and tries to take the laws into their hands, they'll be treated with the full force of the law, which any other person who decides to go against the law will be treated with. That is the kind of government we're going to operate.
If you become the governor of Enugu, you're going to provide
you mean when I become the governor of Enugu State?
Huh?
You mean when I become the governor of Enugu State?
Yes, when you become the governor of Enugu State, you promise to provide security for the state, right?
Say that again, please.
I said, if you become the governor of Enugu State, you will provide that security for the people.
My dear Nekben, the primary assignment, the primary job description of the governor of a state is the chief security officer of that state. So as the governor of Enugu State, I am the chief security officer of Enugu State, and it is my duty to protect the property of Enugu State and the people of Enugu State. That is my primary assignment. If anybody, government, if anybody or any individual, any leader, any government fails in that job, they have failed woefully.
So you trust the security agencies you are going to use to provide these services to the people?
I trust, did you say if I trust them?
I said, yeah, if you trust the security agencies you are going to use to provide these services to the people.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Enugu State, we will make sure that we vet anybody who is operating within the limits of Enugu State has to be verified, has to be vetted by Enugu State themselves. We will have things in place to make sure that we monitor the activities of everybody in Enugu State. And it's easy to do. Right here, you live in Toronto. Here in Toronto, and the government has a way of knowing everything you're doing. If they don't catch you through your driver's license, they will catch you through your bill, or your health card, or your social insurance number. They don't have to chase you around. They just keep quiet. So we will know, as long as you are living in Enugu, you will have a relationship. You will demand things from us, and we will demand things from you, and we will all have a good relationship. And if you step outside the guidelines, we will bring you back on track.
Okay, which means the whole movement of take it back is to at least develop the country, bringing Western type of technology to the country, right?
See, we are not going to reinvent the wheel, Nekwe. That's why we are taking it back. It used to be there before. Nigeria used to be a very beautiful place. Let me tell you something. Enugu State used to be number one. Enugu State was the place that you used to go to. All the musicians then, all the popular musicians, they all came out of Enugu. Sonny Okosin came out of Enugu. Nelly Uchendu came out of Enugu. Onyekonwenu came out of Enugu. Jide Obi came out of Enugu. Felix Liberty came out of Enugu. Chris Okotie came out of Enugu. So many of them. The first, yes, you didn't know, the first UHF TV station, that time that they had that analog one, came out of Enugu. It was Jim Obodo that brought it out of Enugu State. The first University of Technology in Nigeria was in Enugu. So many first in Enugu. But see where we have gone now. Which position are we now? People used to come to Enugu to learn fashion.
That is why we are taking it back, right?
Yeah, you know what we're doing is we're taking back what these people, they took it back from us. They've messed it up. Now we're going to take it back from them, and we're going to start enjoying life again.
So I can't wait to see you working with Sowore and taking it back from the old government.
Oh yes, Sowore has done so much. He has fired all of us, and we are taking it back for real. You know, people are laughing and saying, "Oh, you guys, you are not serious." Within a few weeks, you see the kind of sensitization that we have done. Within a few weeks, we have mobilized over 20 million Nigerians. We have WhatsApp groups all over the place. We are on Messenger. We are on Instagram. We are everywhere. And social media, you know, social media is it. companies used to ignore, companies didn't want to be on Facebook. But right now, if any company is not on Facebook, they are joking. If any company is not on Instagram, all of them are on social media. That is what they are still trying to do. We are already operating on that platform.
I must commend his hard work. Sowore, he has been working, tirelessly since all these months. I see him traveling all over the whole world. He's taking it back, not just only in Nigeria, the whole world.
Oh yes, he's all over the place. He's all over the place. He has the energy. He has. That's why if Nigeria misses it in 2019, oh my goodness, I don't think there should be anything left on. Nigeria has been going down, down, down. Economic wise, security wise, people are running away from Nigeria. We need a drastic action. This is not the time to be asking somebody to go and start from Senate and because no. This is the time to take it back. We need if we don't turn things around in 2019, forget about Nigeria. We won't last the next 4 years after 2019.
We wish you guys the best. We can't just wait to see the Take It Back movement taking over Nigeria and developing the country to its fullest. Thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank you so much, Nekman. Thank you for all the work you've been doing. Let me use this opportunity to really thank you. You were one of the people when I was president of Nigerian Canadian Association. You contacted me, and then immediately I just responded to you and told you this is what we're doing. You didn't ask questions. You came to the meeting. You volunteered. You joined the committee. You've been working so hard. I remember the day we were having an event, and I just called you and said the magazine has not been printed. Instead of going to dress up and you rush to the printer, you carry the magazine, you took it to the venue, and you've been representing Nigeria. You organize things on your own. Any place they have anything about Nigeria, you go there, you dress up in those your flamboyant, you carry Nigerian flag, you don't care. You've done a lot for our community. And I'm so grateful to you. I'm so grateful to people like you and your program that you use to promote things that are happening in Nigeria. Thank you so much for having me on your program.
Thank you. I also appreciate you too for what you have been doing in our community. Thank you for honoring my request to interview you today. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Nekman.
I wish you the best. I'm always here for you. Whenever you need my help, I'm here to promote you, to support you. Okay.
The next interview we'll be having in 2019, you've interviewing me from Enugu State, from the government house.
Sure. If I'm in Nigeria, I will join you.
Even if you're not in Nigeria, remember we're in the digital age. We will do it digitally. Okay. We're not analog.
Yes, analog. We don't forget about the analog thing. We are not in digital.
Analog. We do it digital. Thank you so much, Nekman.
Okay then, thank you.